Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
What's going on, everybody?
Also joined by Brett. We are here to talk Survivor 44, episode 2, Two Dorky Magnets. We will discuss the two dorky magnets here in a second. But I do want to talk about kind of what I think the main point of the episode was. And honestly, guys, if you know me, you've watched any of our reviews, something that you're going to know I was positive on this episode was people found idols, people found advantages, and they didn't tell everybody. Way to go, Survivor. Way to go. We had two people actually not be completely crazy. One of them crazy enough being the crazy person, Carolyn, and also Danny finding the keys to the bird cages. Danny did a much better job of putting it all together. Carolyn initially left the bag out completely, went back. My question to you guys to open this all up, I want you, one, your opinions on what you thought about them actually keeping the secrets, but two, does Carolyn have it mixed up?
That's what I thought.
She said the coin is the idol and this little necklace is nothing. She's got it mixed up.
I don't think so. I picked up on that. I think the fake idol is different in every bag.
Okay.
Because I think the one from last episode was like a block or something.
It was a big coin. It was like a colored coin. But this
it looked almost like an idol, whereas Danny's got a coin and then Carolyn has beads. So they all have different fake idols.
That's good.
Something I am going to keep in the back of my brain though, just in case, because that to me was like
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Well, she kept both of them though.
I know she should have the note, hopefully, right? But I do think in that moment it'd be really funny to find out that she misspoke, and what if she had gone and tried to use it under that pretense? That moment I would be like, this is almost so dumb it's fake, right? Like there's no way somebody would mix that up when it's like written out on a note. So Brett, thank you for the clarification on that. But what do you guys think overall though? Like the gameplay, I mean, I'm assuming you guys are happy that they kept it to themselves.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, they did it this episode. Let's see what happens next week. I'm not ready to say that they're all smart players because it could change in an instant. I want to say this. I actually really like her. She reminds me of old players in Survivor.
That, a little kooky,
just like
right?
her, yeah, just kooky, like not totally like I know all about the show and the game. Like it just reminds me of early players. Like she's a little like crazy, and she's probably gonna go far, which is I think that she's gonna at least make it to merge.
Nope, not. I don't. Right. Let me know if you disagree. I don't think a single one of them suspected her as being the one who found it.
No, and I don't know how they didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Like she said, she was the only one missing. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the bag's messed up. And they suss every single one of themselves except her for some reason.
Yeah, not only was it missing, she ran back. She took it, realized, and ran all the way back. She left them twice.
I know.
Yeah, when she went and laid down with it and left the birdcage empty, I was like, "You are an idiot. What are you doing?" And then she still though didn't, obviously didn't do a good job of making sure it looked normal. It completely looked different when she put it back. So Danny executed it flawlessly. I think he even left the coin in the bag.
Yeah, he did.
It was probably intended.
Yeah, he did. And I'm assuming if he's smart, he goes and leaves that key somewhere again and lets somebody find it and plays along.
Yeah, he needs to hide the key, leave the note saying this is an idol and the fake idol, and take the other stuff out. The real idol and the note saying this is a fake. One of these.
Yeah, you have to take the note out. Right.
Yeah. Was it two separate notes?
I hope.
Even if there's no note, who cares? It's still, I think still somebody would believe, taking enough of a chance to think that it's real, right? I mean.
I just feel like it'd be weird if someone opened the bag and all that was in it was a tiny coin. To me, that just feels like, I don't know, weird.
I agree, Brett, but maybe just because the bird cage has never been there, they think there's like maybe more coming to it, right? It's like a clue or like part of something, but that
like they'll have to go back over and over and open it for a new prize. That could be
Brian, I like your idea too. Even if it's one note, maybe like tear the fucking
note. Something like, I mean, if it's new, so like hopefully, I mean, that's the whole point of this. The show wants you to think that there's only one thing in there, like because no one's been in there yet. I mean, they're going to change it next season, but I like this. This I like.
Yeah,
like even if there was nothing in there and it was just like paranoia making, I like that too.
Let's talk before we go to the challenge and tribal stuff. Let's talk Matt and Franny. Matt and Franny are the two dorky magnets. Matt is the guy who came into the season. He got dumped. His dog. His girlfriend took his dog, and he is the one who doesn't have a vote for his first 2 tribal councils. But it looks like we might have a little bit of a survivor romance burgeoning here, which also puts a giant target on his back. And it seemed like it bothered the hell out of multiple people right away that like they were getting along.
Yeah, showmances don't have a good track record on the show.
It's true, Brett.
I mean, the very first showmance, one of them won, Rob and Amber. But
Rob and Amber.
Yeah, this is from like season 8.
Yeah, well, okay. I mean, but people were pissed off.
Yeah, I'm sure it is a target.
It caused a huge. I know what you're talking about. That season, that caused like a massive rift, and these people aren't even friends in real life. So like it was like a merge. Bill was like a merge, and he's like protect her, and like he did, and like didn't get paid back, and it just was a huge thing. I mean, maybe that's the only one, Brett, but all the other ones I don't think do well, if my memory is correct.
I just think it was a little funny that they were jumping all over them pretty quick, where it's not like they're trying to make any power, but they're just getting along. Like, and they're like, oh my God, they're friends.
Exactly.
Like, dude, there's like 6 of us still, like 5 of us. Like, what are we worried about 2 of us being friends? Like, relax.
That one girl, I think she's going to be evil. I forgot her, Claire. Yeah, I think every time she talks, she seems to be kind of like she's planning something evil or trying to like conspire against somebody.
Please.
Shout out to Bam Bam Yam Yam.
Jam Ham.
He'll come up to save Carolyn later on, but let's talk the immunity challenge first. Again, week 2, Brian and Brett, another cookie cutter survivor challenge. There's sandbags, there's a ball, you lift a ladder, you use a rope to raise a bridge, you race across said bridge. One tribe member has to do a kind of like finesse puzzle at the end. This time it is doing the ball up the snake up to the top. Top 2 teams have immunity. Fishing gear up for grabs, good fishing gear, and then less fishing gear. Anything, you guys, before I get into the results, anything particular about this challenge you think is of note?
No.
Matthew trained for it. Other than that, because I think they were in last place, but he had done this before.
Right, so that's how often they do it. He can build it at home.
Batu won, Soka second, which I loved because it sets up Tika for the tribal council and the bird cage controversy. The main idea when it first goes around with the group is it seems like Carolyn will be the easy vote. Not according to Yam Yam. Yam Yam don't play. Yam Yam literally runs over to Carolyn, which I thought was really like one of the funniest moments of the episode. Spills all the tea. She fills him in, but doesn't fill him in on the idol, which I like.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Really smart of her. Again, Brian, like you said, she's gonna last because at some point she knows she's gonna get voted on.
I'm worried next week it's gonna slip.
We will talk about that.
Yeah, even if you have an ally, don't tell them. Screw that.
Yeah, she's very paranoid.
I was skipping ahead, but like I would have bet money that she would have played it tonight.
Yeah, That's if anything, I do love when they zoom in on the hands of somebody they know have it, and they're like doing like these things, like she's like tucking her hands. I like that.
I had a feeling she wasn't going to play it though. What would be funny though is if she hid the key on someone else's bag and framed them.
I like that.
I
do like that though.
That's too advanced.
What would happen? Helen comes in the crosshairs. Found it interesting. I guess Helen showed herself as a strategic player. The real player here is Carson, though. Carson is the real linchpin here of this tribe, the NASA scientist that's not letting people know that he's a NASA scientist. What do you guys think of his gameplay?
Good so far, except I don't know why he turned on Helen. I don't understand that.
Right.
I was unsure about that too. I wasn't sure why he felt like that was necessary this week.
Yeah, doing I'm worried that too many moves is going to be his downfall.
Too early, too often, right?
Yeah.
She has no inkling that he would be planning against her. Didn't have to be Carolyn. There could have been another one. He could have played that and saved that for another week. But again, you don't know what's going to happen week to week. And maybe he's like, you know what? I'm just going to nip this one in the bud. So, you know what? I'd rather someone take a shot than just let people stay around like we see happen way too often.
Well, that's what's going to happen with Carolyn. She's just going to not ever leave probably at this point.
The new Gabler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
probably.
I think appearing like you're dumb or crazy.
We're actually
in
being
this.
a little bit legitimately crazy.
Yeah.
Helps.
Especially in this new one where like in an older season, the people that were jerks would be like, I need this person gone, or like you're
I effing
annoying.
hate this
Yeah,
guy. Like
you're
he's
annoying.
annoying piece. They don't do that anymore in
Yeah.
Survivor.
So I mean, good for her.
I mean, guys, look, I'm not going to go crazy here, but so far, 2 weeks in, Survivor 44 is in my opinion, a much big improvement over the last few seasons. I've enjoyed these first 2 weeks more than the first 2 weeks of the last few seasons. That's an
I
improvement.
would have to agree, but again, it's only 2 episodes.
2 episodes, Brian, but 2 episodes into a lot of things that we cover,
No,
including The
that's fair.
Bachelor. We're already sick of
I'm
those.
gonna
So
be here. I'm a hater, but I'm
I
gonna
know
be
we're
here.
gonna be here, but I'm just genuinely saying, like, people watch our reviews, they say I hate on things like I've been positive pro Survivor this season.
Mm.
I forgot to wear my shirt tonight and the
I
hat.
love it all the time. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good so far. I like the drama, and as annoying as Carolyn is she's still entertaining and something to think and talk about.
Yeah, I would rather watch that than like lovey-dovey crap.
Next week, people, because I again blanked, I will do my recording outside by the tribal council bonfire as long as it's not raining, and I will have my Jeff Probst hat, and I do already have the shirt, so that will get a little bit more into character there. Overall, yeah, great. Looking forward to next week. Looking forward to a lot of other things. Check out what we have going on the channel, reviewing a bunch of stuff, everything from MILF Manor, Bachelor, things like Here Like the Survivor, Married at First Sight, 90 Day Fiance, Jersey Shore. We will have the first 2 episode review of the challenge world championships in the next day or so out. But yeah, also check out our TikToks. Brian has been doing 60-second reviews of every episode of Love Island UK this season. I have been doing a lot of reality TV news, specifically recently on Vanderpump Rules, which I will definitely, I promise, the episode's out tonight. I will do a solo review even tomorrow and have it out on the channel. It is the most talked about reality TV show going on right now. So for myself, Brian, and Brett, thank you. Peace.